Hello everyone, Fanta here, you're watching FANTAVISION, and today we're discussing the retro video game market and just how absurd and insane this market has become. We have seen a recent headline about a Super Mario 64 copy selling for $1.56 million. Now, of course, this was a sealed, graded copy, but still, $1.56 million for a copy of Super Mario 64 that you can emulate on your computer or pick up a copy online for, I don't know, the prices keep going up. And it's these kind of sales that keep driving the market up. Because people are seeing these headlines, they immediately think, hey, these games are worth a ton, and they start changing their prices. And you can look at pricecharting.com, you can look at eBay, you can do whatever you want. You're going to see the entire retro video game market just keeps getting more and more expensive. Well, guess what? It's going to get worse because recently a new headline has come out that a sealed and graded copy of a rare version of Super Mario Bros. For the NES sold for $2 million. That's right, $2 million for an NES game. And again, sealed and graded, and I guess it was a rare, limited run version of this game. However, $2 million, and it gets weirder. It seriously does. They didn't just sell this during an auction. They didn't sell this on eBay. They sold it on a website that turns collectibles into companies. So what they do is they turn this collectible into something that you can buy a share of, like a stock. So it becomes a company, and then as the price goes up and down, just like with a stock, you can sell it and make money. This is insane. This is insane that something like this happens. What a weird thing to exist. I mean, what? It makes sense in the stock market for stocks to go up and down. Normally, GameStop, AMC, all those things are an exception. Most stocks make sense. The company's doing well, the share price goes up, and they give out dividends most of the time, and you can kind of, you're supporting a company. This is just a collectible that arbitrarily changes value for one reason or another. Now, again, this $2 million sale happened on a website that turned it into a company. And this anonymous buyer, they had to be approved by all of the shareholders to buy this item. And then, when they were approved, all of those shareholders made a giant profit. That is so weird. It's like a company buyout. That is just insane. Seriously, I don't understand it. I'll never be buying any of these shares. I mean, I've got stocks and I've not done very well in that, so I'm really not going to try this thing, which is even weirder than cryptocurrency, which is already something that doesn't make any sense to me. But with things like this website and this game selling for $2 million, we're going to see the used, just like regular games, regular sought after retro games, the prices are going to keep going up. Again, look at price charting. Look at the freaking graphs for all of these different systems like NES, N64, Super Nintendo, you name it. Most of the charts are going like this. And recently, they're just skyrocketing. I mean, it was already bad enough because everybody was stuck in lockdown. They were bored. I mean, I was buying some retro stuff during that time because I was bored. I didn't have anything to do, so I was playing original Xbox with my dad, and I was like, this is fun. But like, even the price of controllers for the original Xbox were going through the roof. And then the stimulus checks came out twice, and each time that happened, just kept pumping into that collectibles market. I mean, look at Pokemon cards. They don't even sell them at Target anymore. They don't sell them in lots of places because they don't want to deal with all of these people that have this extra money and they're going to try to make more. And honestly, I don't really understand the thought behind buying these collectibles unless you're going to resell them down in the future. But like, spending $2 million on a sealed copy of Super Mario Bros. For the NES, like, what are you gaining from that? I mean, a lot of people are going to look at me and go, well, Fanta, you have a collection. Yeah, I do, but they're all open. Well, most of them are open, and I play them. And the few games that I do have sealed, like Silent Hill 2 and Dr. Mario for the NES, I bought them from a garage sale sealed. Yeah, and I know that they're worth a ton already. It's not like I bought them forever ago or I bought them for a really high price from an auction site. I bought them from a yard sale for like nothing. And then I just kind of sat on them because, you know, it looks cool in the collection and I didn't pay some exorbitantly crazy price. And I'm like, if I ever really need money, if I for some reason lose my job, all my bank account, everything, and I need to pay bills, I have this collection to go back on. Whereas these other people, I don't, what? What is going on? I don't understand. What are you doing with that copy for $2 million? It's like when they spent all that money on those Charizard cards. Like, what are you doing with them? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me, but it is really interesting to see just how other people act. It's like an NFT. What is the point of having an NFT? You have the original copy of a meme. Congratulations. You have a file on your computer that anybody can have, but you can say you have the original. I don't understand it. I really don't. There's so many different things in this economy that I don't understand. And yet somehow there are other people out there making a ton of money because they can understand all the different ins and outs and loopholes and strategies, and I'm just not there at all because I don't know. There's just so many different markets right now. And now we have a collectibles market that is not just a market of people buying and selling. It's people buying and selling shares in the collectibles. And again, it's everything from video games, trading cards, cars. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy that anything like this exists. And it just shows how strange money is as a concept, that you can buy and sell shares in a collectible and make money. Like, I'm sure that some people on that website have figured out how to make secondary income from buying and selling shares in cars and cards and comics. But I really do want to hear what you guys have been experiencing down in the comments. Let me know what it's been like trying to buy retro video games just for your collection or just to play for fun. I'm just really glad that I started collecting many, many years ago, and then I just kind of sat on most of my games because I like having them and being able to play them whenever I want. But now I know it's incredibly difficult, especially to get GameCube games, which a lot of people are really trying to get right now, and they're just incredibly expensive. Let me know how you've been dealing with that, or if you've somehow made money off of it, or how you feel about how games are now becoming stocks. Weird. And of course, like the video if you guys liked it, subscribe for more content, and as always, have a fantastic day. See everybody.